Hey everybody, it's time to take a look at the monthly Morning Consult swing state polling. I try to look at it every month because they comprehensively take a look at the 7 battlegrounds. So the headline this time is Biden gains ground against Trump in 6 key states. And that comes after 5 months of mostly consistent Trump leads. I always say that whether it's Biden in the lead, whether it's Trump, or whether it's tied, it's early, we're only in March, things could easily change in the next 5 or 6 months. It's just one poll, take it somewhat with a grain of salt. Here's a key sentence right here. It says it's too soon to know whether the improved showing is a one-time bump or the beginning of a more durable change in the race. So let's get into the 7 states. Across all 7 states, Trump is up 4 points, 47 to 43. That's narrowed up slightly over the previous month. In Arizona, he's up 5, 48 to 43. In Georgia, he's expanded his lead to 7, 49 to 42. Michigan now, a Trump lead has gone down to a tie, 45 to 45. In Nevada, Trump is up 2, but it has narrowed 46 to 44. North Carolina, it's a 6-point Trump advantage, 49 to 43. Pennsylvania, that was a big shift. That's now tied at 45 apiece. And in Wisconsin, it's another big shift. This time, Biden is in the lead by 1, 46 to 45. So the 3 Rust Belt states in the blue wall looks like they're all tied up at this point. Almost all of these states are within the margin of error, but if Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania stay blue, that would not be enough for Trump to win the election. Polling in those states has underestimated him come election day in the past, but the overall trends in this poll seem to have gone toward Biden by a couple of points. But given that we're still more than 6 months out, I think there's just too many voters that don't pay attention to politics, and the voters that do pay attention, enough of them could still change their minds by election day. But this says Trump is currently strapped for campaign cash and holding fewer rallies and events, while the incumbent has kicked his re-election effort into high gear and is barnstorming the swing states. Down here it says the poll also finds consumers feel better about the national economy, which is a gradual increase in the number of swing state voters who say it's on the right track. We've got Biden doing an ad blitz with 64% of his campaign's broadcast television dollars spent since August in the blue wall states that looked most favorable for him. So overall in the swing states, Trump is still up by 4, 47 to 43. If you throw in third-party candidates, Trump goes down 4 points to 43, Biden goes down 5 points to 38, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. pulls in 9, Cornel West and Jill Stein are at 1. The Trump campaign shows polling continues to show that voters are sick of Joe Biden's crushing inflation, porous southern border, and his insane EV mandate that will kill the U.S. auto industry. Each side is always going to be able to pull out some data and put a favorable spin on any one of the key issues. We've also got a majority of voters with a favorable opinion of Nikki Haley said they would vote for Trump in a head-to-head matchup in November. This suggests Trump is picking up many of the supporters of his former primary challenger. That would have been nice if they listed the exact percentage, but it sounds like post-primary the Haley supporters are coming home to Trump. It does seem a little soon given that just ended, but I'm sure Trump will take anybody he can get. This says Biden was buoyed by his State of the Union address. I've seen other polls that showed his support post-State of the Union has been flat, and this was conducted the day after that speech. Maybe it's a factor, maybe it's not. We'll have to see what the data shows next month. Down here we've got 6 in 10 voters say that vice presidential running mates will be more important this year because Biden will be 81 and Trump will be 78. That is a 7-point drop from the February poll. And on this graph, it actually looks like it's the lowest level of support going back to October amongst Democrats, independents, and Republicans. It still is at 60%, so it's definitely a big factor, but this month it has dipped down. Next, we've got nearly half of Biden voters say their aim is more to stop Trump, while fewer than 3 in 10 Trump supporters say their vote is against Biden. And this is something we've consistently seen over time with pretty much every single poll. Most of Biden's support is not motivated by being pro-Biden, it's about being anti-Trump. I suppose it doesn't matter how you win, but I would think all things being even, you would rather win because voters came out for you than to win because the voters came out against your opponent. And that is the dilemma for Trump. He's got a strong base that's going to come out and support him. But are there going to be more voters that are going to come out just to vote against him, thereby giving Biden the White House? And then on the economic side, it does look like it's getting more positive, but Trump still has the advantage. The percentage saying the national economy is on the right track is at 32%. That's up from 26 back in October. And then you can look at what it is across the 7 battlegrounds. The trends are in the right direction for Biden, but inflation has been here for a long time now. Those positive trends for Biden are going to have to continue significantly if he wants to have Trump not be viewed as someone who's better on the economy. Swing state voters said in October their personal financial situation was better off under Trump by a 20-point margin. It's now 16%. And voters saying the economy is the single most important issue has declined from 39 to 34. But at the same time, those who say immigration is the top issue has nearly doubled to 17%. Both of those top two issues favor Trump. If the economy is the big issue, Trump probably feels good about that. If it declines and immigration is the top issue, Trump probably also feels good about that. There's a lot of time left. I'm sure Biden is going to be watching the economic sentiment. He's probably going to put out some executive orders as we get closer to Election Day. And meanwhile, Trump has been tied up dealing with his legal issues, so we just don't know what it's going to look like once we get into the summer. We've still got more than a half a year to go. Anything could happen. Who knows how accurate the polling is, but that's an overview of this morning consult polling for March. So let me know in the comments. Do you buy this poll? Is Biden making up a little bit of ground? Is that because the economy is improving? Is it from the State of the Union? Is it due to Trump's legal issues? Or is this just a normal variation in month-to-month polling? Let me know down below. On your way out, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Join if you'd like to support the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.